In this Flows demo, I'll show you how to go from scattered creative inputs to full brand brief with drafted mockups, so you can go from 0 to 1 in minutes instead of hours or potentially days. As a global campaigns leader at Miro, a big part of what I do is help bring campaign strategy and creative concepts to life by working with several groups of cross-functional stakeholders. As we all know, the creative process can sometimes be a little bit messy, so when it comes time for our design team to get involved, there are usually inputs, references, and contexts kind of spread over a lot of different places, whether it's Miro boards or Slack conversations or just brand guidelines buried somewhere. You could easily spend hours organizing, writing your proper brief, and creating initial concepts before the real work of collaborating with the design team even begins. So what I created and what we'll walk through today is this template that incorporates our brand creative brief form, which is kind of standard for any creative request, as well as a reference section here where we can drop in any kind of brand assets, brand guidelines, contextual landing pages, feedback, any material that we want to guide the flows process. And of course, our section for our core input, which in this case is a white paper that our team created to promote our AI prototypes product. And you can see here we have a brief that is being created, as well as mockups for webpage, digital ad copy, and video script. So everything is organized really nicely in one canvas for flows to process. And to illustrate the real power of what having this plug and play template can do, well, let's say we have a new article from our team. So instead of starting from scratch and creating from a blank canvas, all we need to do is switch out this input. Here's our article. You know, we actually have a little bit of feedback that I can incorporate into the reference section. So there, we have our new inputs. We have additional references. We just go to our initial flow and run it. And since it's templatized, it'll kick off and do its thing. And as we watch, we see that it is incorporating our initial brief template. It's reading our core input to form our initial draft brief. And once that's done in just a few seconds, it'll start to build the mockups. It's also using our reference materials and any kind of feedback. So this will just take a few minutes. We'll sit back and let it do its thing. And just like that, our project setup is done in minutes instead of hours. And we can start from 80% complete versus a blank canvas. We have our brief, which is structured and actionable. We can come in here and edit, add to it, drop links, tag any of our colleagues. We also have our mockups here, where if there's any elements that we want to adjust, let's say we don't need this form, we can go in and delete it. Let's move this section up. It's a little neater. We can drop a sticky note in here. Add some imagery. All right, we're looking good, and we're already collaborating with our design team. So this really allows us to skip all of the admin work and spend more time on that creative refinement and that collaboration. So if this was helpful, hit the like button and stay tuned for more great Miro Flows demos to help save you time and speed up your delivery.